Welcome to CASA De Amigos, where four realtors get together and we talk about life. My name is George. I'm here joined yet again early in the morning with Francisco, Alex, and Chris. And we're sipping on some wine today. Right?
Chardonnay.
Let the record show that it is 10 in the morning, so can't go
It's
too
5
hard.
o'clock somewhere.
Can't go too hard.
Get the time from the coffee. Get the time.
We kept it light. It's almost like having a mimosa with breakfast, you know?
We're having
So-
brunch.
This is brunch?
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Didn't you bring this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I cook with this.
Pero bien que le llenó,
She
mira.
brought
I
the
know.
cooking wine, not freaking.
This shit was like dripping over. That's when she filled it up.
She thought she was gonna cook. That's why una taza para la receta.
This will definitely put some hair on your chest.
Definitely.
Show him the bottle.
You like
Show him the
it?
bottle, George.
Yeah.
I like
George,
it.
George.
Because it's not sweet.
Bottle.
Display the bottle.
Show 'em the bottle. Chardonnay.
He looks lost.
I am lost. When it comes to wine, I don't know wine.
So how do you guys
But
feel about doing a podcast in the morning versus at night? Well, it's our first time doing it. But
I hate it.
really?
I think it's pretty cool because then we have the rest of the day. We don't have to worry about.
That part, yes.
Yeah.
I think George hates it because this is his normal time. His alarm.
Yeah.
His alarm is going off.
George is probably like in his
This
third
is the
dream
first
right now.
time.
10:40,
This is
I'm
the
just
first time
barely
he's
waking
hitting the snooze button.
Yeah. I think for one, I think I kind of like it because everybody's in school. So my husband's at work, my kids are in school, not taking time away from anybody, so I don't mind it. But in the evening, I don't know, I like coming out and just talking with you guys and just, it's a nice like unwind.
Exactly.
In the
To a
evening's
cozy
more a
way.
little more
Yeah.
desmadre.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
but
know?
I like it. It feels good because I know that from here I'm gonna go and handle all my appointments and get it all done and everything. Not be in a rush, like always
Yeah.
waking up late.
And I do want to point out that these guys were dressed all nice today. I did not get the memo, but I am
Wow.
going to go do freaking handyman work
I
today
know.
with my clients. So
That's
Sorry
the
we
thing.
didn't
is
call
what
your
it
mom to
is.
come dress you.
No,
I
that's
know.
the thing. Like with
I
real
told her,
estate.
put my clothes up.
Madre, me quedaste mal. No, but I think that's the thing with real estate, and then especially all of us, the type of agents we are, is that we're hands-on. So sometimes we're out there changing doorknobs, we're changing locks, we're fixing windows, we're meeting, with electricians and stuff like that. So it's not all prim and proper 110% of the time. Sometimes we're in like workout gear because we're out there getting down and dirty. So-
Sometimes I don't realize like other realtors. I mean, I don't know, but I've heard clients say, "Hey, dude, like I didn't know you guys did this."
Yeah, there's
I hear that
surprised.
all
I'm
the
like,
time.
what the heck? Like, how do you not? I mean, for me, if I have to paint a wall
fence,
or
Christmas
a fence on Christmas Eve with Alex to get it up, go FHA appraisal.
You
Yes.
gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. We were literally painting a fence on Christmas Eve, bro.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
but we were
crazy.
blessed with a bomb-ass bowl of pozole and some carnitas by my parents.
Thanks to her mom. It was right down the street. We went
Literally.
there.
Thanks
I
for
almost
the
spent all
invite.
Christmas there.
You
I
see
didn't-
how they always
Bro, I didn't even know you existed.
they go
I was
over
like,
there to eat and all that.
I know.
Never
I'm a
mind
little
us.
hurt. I'm a little hurt.
He didn't know we existed, but he sends us pictures all the time.
Oopsie.
That's
I always
fucked up.
feel like
That's
it's us
fucked
two
up.
versus them two, bro.
I know. I don't know
Next
why.
time
You
We're gonna have
guys
to
make it
switch.
like, oh,
We're gonna
No,
have to,
no, no, we
instead,
don't.
I'm
you
talking
guys
about the
make it.
conversation.
It should just be mejor la vecindad en vez de
Yeah.
casa de amigos because like we live in two
Oh
different
my
buildings.
Yeah, la casa de the neighborhood.
Can somebody send us a tissue 10803 because Francisco's crying. Foothill Boulevard. No, but that's the reality of it. Like a lot of the times we get like, oh wait, realtors do that, and to be honest, they will have spoken to other realtors. And they'll say, oh, well, I think my house needs a little bit of work. And those other realtors will literally back off because they don't want to take on
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah.
that
yeah.
job.
Oh,
and that's
They
like,
want the easy stuff.
So I had my client out in Camarillo. We started looking for property and everything. She went with 7 agents and nobody could help her out, help her qualify. They'll send her with the lender and like, let me know once you're ready to go. And she's like, okay. So she finally contacted me and everything. I met her at a party, and in a week I showed her the same week we got an offer accepted and everything.
yeah.
And so she was going to open houses that week without me because I'm kind of far, and I went to show her everything, but some of them popped up. And she bumped into one of the lender's husbands,
Oh shoot.
and he does real estate. And I was going to meet her there. She got there a little bit early. She's getting there, and that guy's telling her, "Oh, we could help you." This, that guy, he's not even gonna help you. So I walk in the middle of him saying that. He don't know I'm the agent. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm her agent, dude. And I drove all the way over here when your wife couldn't help her in the beginning.
I like how he looked right at the camera. When he
I
said
know.
that.
That was
Because I know
Stand
he's
your
gonna. I'm
ground.
gonna send
Personal,
shit.
personal,
I'm
bro.
gonna send that shit to
Tag
you.
at no.
No, and then they kept calling her the other ones because they seen her that she was out in the market and liking the photos on Zillow, whatever. And she's like, no, you couldn't help me at the time. Now this guy already got me into escrow or got me an offer accepted. We're just looking to see for more options. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so
It's crazy. I was speaking with a family friend whom their friends went to purchase property with someone else, and then I was like, tell me, what kind of deal they're getting, dude. They're getting so screwed, and it hurts, but at the same time, like, there's people out there that are just so set and stuck in their ways that they're like, no, well, this is how my family's done it, so this is what I'm gonna do,
And that's okay.
And you know what? It is what it is. You live and you learn, but they feel as though every realtor is out to get them. And I feel like that's what I want to change. Like with the people that we meet and
There's
stuff.
such a
feel-
bad stigma behind
Yeah.
realtors.
but it's because all these agents.
But
like,
you've met
how the
realtors that do
market-
fit that stigma.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
100%.
sad,
Well, like, look at Steve. Yesterday I was at his
Yeah.
house, and he's like, Chris, hey, I just want to apologize. We're in escrow on his house finding, but I've been helping him for like 4 months.
Yes.
And he's like, Chris, like, I just want to apologize. I know I've been an asshole. He said, like, I'm an asshole. Like, I went off on you, your workers, your handyman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, but I was just stressed, and I didn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
But now I trust you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I understand. It took this much time. You probably got burned in the past, and you probably didn't have good experiences with other agents or just other people in general. And it goes without saying, you have to earn your trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what
that
I've
made a big
gotten
difference.
what I've gotten a lot is like, is this all I'm gonna have to put down? Is this all I'm gonna have to pay? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, are you sure? Like, there's no other fees? And I'm like, no, like, this is everything. They're like, no, are you sure? And then I'm like, yes, like, this is all you're coming in with. And you might even get credits once we close,
Sure.
Escrow can send you a check. And they're like, other agents were telling me that I needed like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but we got you seller credits. We got you a great program. And they're like blown away. They're so blown away. Like, I can't believe I'm only getting into a home with $8,000 or $12,000.
That's crazy.
Like, and I'm like, yeah, like, that's
No
what it
mobile
is.
home. They're getting into like a nice.
They're getting into nice,
$500,000 homes.
newer homes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So they're just like blown away at how they feel like everything's so seamless and they're not being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Because people will see how much money they have in their accounts and they're like, oh, I can get this,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
oh my God, that breaks my heart. But anywho, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
stigma and it's sad. So that's why we're here to change it, right, guys?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Dude,
Cheers.
how have you guys seen these new build homes that they're offering like a 5% interest rate?
5? No.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, they
Like-
buy it. Yeah, if you use their lender, because they'll
Oh,
buy
Are
down
they
the
doing
rate.
their
okay,
in-house
But
Yeah.
financing?
Yes.
But
they
the
just
new
give you a
homes,
credit.
if you actually do it, because we did some, and they said they give you 21,000, 20,000 of credits and everything,
Damn.
but in reality, they're washing it off. They're still gonna charge you that. They're just you don't see it until you do the numbers actually compared to another lender.
Yeah.
Because they've actually calculated somebody outside of their in-house representing them. So they're like, okay, well, we have to calculate for an out-house, not in-house, somebody coming and representing them. So they have that money calculated. But in the end of the day, if they end up going with their in-house and using, staying in-house, well, there's this money floating.
They
that
can.
they
They
can
have it
use.
patented. They're padding the outsourcing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but in
That
real,
makes a lot of
it doesn't
sense.
make sense though, because they're actually not getting that money. It looks like you are, but you're not getting it.
No, yeah.
And it's crazy, and you won't see it until you actually get a second opinion from another lender.
Oh, that will be allocated somewhere else for sure. Like
Yeah.
they're not giving something for nothing, but
Dude, but that just goes without saying that going with an agent to a new build house is super important. Like, look at our friends
Exactly.
that we were
I
talking
think
about.
so.
We won't say any names,
Yeah,
but they were going through that issue right now that we were talking about yesterday. Remember?
yeah.
Like, that's a pretty intense. But if you had an agent with them, backing them up, saying, "Hey, no, this is what we want. This is," you have to have someone that knows what they're doing first of all.
Yeah.
And that isn't going to be intimidated, because some of those agents in that
Oh, no, yeah.
and those new builds are kind of intimidating.
Because
Yeah.
they're
Look,
employees,
honestly-
they're not self-employed, so
Right.
they're getting their paycheck. They don't care how they speak to you, how you take it,
Exactly.
because that's what I went through until they see that you're not gonna let yourself.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Oh shoot,"
No, guys,
I have
I don't know how
seen
they
that,
get paid. I mean, pretty sure it's different for.
Yeah, they get
companies,
paid a little bit less than a
but
commission.
they still get commission, right?
Yes, I feel
I
like
believe
they
if
would.
someone walks
I think
in-
I
like-
feel like they would.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot less. I think
Oh, yeah.
it's less than half what we.
I
would
believe
get.
they're hourly plus commission based
Yeah.
because there's always
It's
somebody
kinda like
in the
a bonus.
office and they take shifts and
Oh,
stuff
that's
like that.
right, yeah.
So I believe it's hourly and commission based. But even then, like, I don't know. I've met one. She's the nicest lady. She reminds me of somebody that I would like to work with. You know, very nice, very understanding, very informative. You just know. You know, as a realtor, you know the vibe. You know the vibe. And others.
Yeah.
Why
Others
look at
you
me
get-
like
you get
that?
Amargadas.
No, like amargadas, like mad that you're
Like they
representing
have to
them.
go, yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess it's just same thing, you know. You just
Yeah.
got to make sure
But
that.
there's always like those little hidden fees, or they say, oh, you know, we can add this in there. Like, I remember we went to go do a house. I had a client. They were charging her like 20 grand for flooring. It was only a 1,500 square foot house.
20 grand for flooring.
I was like, what
shoot.
the hell?
What are they?
Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. And yeah, and I know, like, just don't do it. She's like, are you sure? And the girl was like right there in front of me. No, like, you want to move into a house that's already ready? I said, guys, don't do it. It's gonna add property tax because that 20 grand is bidding on top of the house, so that your property tax are gonna go up. That's way overpriced, and we can get you better material with an outsourced contractor. You know,
That's a
So-
smarter way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I told my clients. Wear it out, use it. You already got it. Why are you gonna rip it out and put new
Yeah.
stuff? Use it for a year or two,
New is new.
then remodel it to your taste, and then you'll
No.
save up a little bit more money.
I had my clients, family friends, before they had came to me, they were like, oh, you know how you stop, you see open house, you let's go look at the houses, before they were even serious about moving forward. So they had stopped in to look at these new builds, and come to find out, when they talked with me months later, they were promised like the moon and stars.
Oh.
Okay, so they were shown the homes, the staged houses, and they
Yeah.
said, oh yeah, this is what your house is going to look like.
Oh shoot!
Oh no.
So when they came to me and I said, I'm sorry, but that's never how it is. Like, you have to build your home. Like, you pick and choose.
Yeah.
And they're like, but they told us that this price included everything. So then finally, when we went in, I told the agent, like, well, they were quoted this price for this home. Oh, no. We would never do that.
It's like an $80,000
All of a
upgrade,
sudden.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that, you know, it pays to have a realtor with you, because at the end of the day, you're not going in there, you know, blindsided, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to get a friend to do heart surgery.
Exactly.
Why would you do heart surgery on yourself? You
Amen.
know, like, you're going to go to a
Amen.
professional and, you know, give us credit. We do what we do. For one, we love it. We like helping people. So, you know, it pays to talk to a realtor, you know? So,
I just noticed your earrings, very
Yeah.
festive, very spooky.
Spooky.
That kind of leads into my next question. Now that we're going into like the holiday season, how do you guys feel about being realtors? Like, are you guys equally aggressive? Are you guys doing the same amount of cold calling? Are you guys doing the same amount of prospecting? Or do you feel like, hey, this like holiday season, let's slow down?
What would you like?
Back in the day, I would have kind of slowed down,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm different mentality. It's just, to me, it's just like normal. Just go the same.
Yeah,
Go the same, because then
whatever's
when I
working.
start the next year, I want to keep
have that momentum.
going faster.
Yeah.
Or growing.
And it's not only
more.
that. People need to buy and sell houses right now.
Yeah.
They do.
Like, more than anything, I think these 3 months, October, November, December, it's a necessity
Rather than
rather than like a want. Because I have a client that he was like, oh, I want to wait till, okay, that's fine.
same.
Yeah.
But
me too.
I have other clients that are saying, dude, like, I need to sell this house by the end of the year. Or I need to be in a house by the end of the year. So there's people out there. You just got to go out there and find it and see if you can help them.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that want to start the new year in a new home.
In a new home.
I have 2 clients that she wants to move in before Christmas. That way she spends Christmas in the new home, the new year, and start the new year.
You put a big
And
bow
good.
on the front door.
and that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like regardless of the season, I want to say that there's pros to buying no matter what the market looks like, right? Regardless of the interest rates, regardless of the time of year. I think everybody personally has their own timeline. But as far as like me prospecting and stuff like that, I want to say that I'm just bringing value to the market today. right? Because, yeah, you know, interest rates are high, whatever. But there's benefits to still purchasing a home right now. So if I hear of or get wind of somebody interested or looking, yes, I do reach out. And you just want to just let them know what the benefits are of purchasing during this
Educate them.
time,
Yeah.
you know, as the market changes. And I think that's what I put out there.
And I think it's a great time to
That
buy
is.
during the holidays because there is a lot of people waiting because they're having a lot of expenses on gifts, trips, and everything. So that's an advantage for a buyer because there's not many buyers. So you're gonna get more
Less
credits,
competition.
less competition, no raising the prices on the homes and all
Right.
that. So it's a big advantage to take.
Yeah, because
It depends, because if you're representing buyers, yeah, you're gonna take advantage that it's a slow.
Yeah, you might.
It
you
slows
have
down. Doesn't
Yeah.
no doubt about it. It slows down. But if you're representing the seller,
to. You gotta be aggressive.
you got to be aggressive in creating that competition. You got to create that demand.
Yeah, that goes back to
You
being different than all the agents,
Yeah.
how you promote the property, hosting the
how you
open
price
houses.
the property, make
How
sure
you
you
price
price
I think
it
that's
right.
number
I
one.
just saw a property today. I sent it to my clients. They're really specific on what they want, and in the area. So we already know the area. We got it. Matched everything they want today. And I do.
Okay.
We're gonna go look at it later on. Matches everything they want. They have it listed about 70,000 under market.
Under market.
yeah.
Oh shoot.
But on
It's gonna bring a lot of
Zillow and
attention.
Realtor,
Yeah.
one day on the market, already 50 saves
Oh shoot. So
on
it's
Zillow.
gonna, it's gonna be
one day on the
popular.
market, already 20 saves on Realtor.com. So
Yep.
I mean, that's the way I do it too. You know, the other listing I have
Yeah.
coming up, I'm gonna list it low, just so I can get that attention. All the people coming in, then you're gonna get all the activity. You're gonna get better leverage, because you're gonna get 5 offers. You're gonna get the leverage. All right, give me your highest and best. Me my contingencies. Whoever wants it can get it.
Yeah.
As opposed from having the house on the market for 30 days in November.
And hoping. Yeah.
And say, yeah, okay, if you give me this price, we can give you $15,000 credit.
You know, so
You're going backwards. You
Yeah.
just got to change your mindset if you're representing buyer or the
But
seller.
also,
You gotta know how
it's
to
how you
work
explain
it.
it to the clients. Because some clients want what they want, and it's kind of hard to get them to change where they're at. So it's just like, okay, we're gonna try it for 30 days, see how it goes, and then we'll try it my way.
exactly.
Yeah,
that's
I
why I
think
say,
that's a
okay, you
smart way
guys
to
ready
do
to
it.
try it my
Yeah.
way? You ready
But
to
I-
try it my way?
When I do that, I don't say, okay, we're going to try it my way and we're going to drop it 10,000. No, it has to be
yeah.
up $40,000, $50,000 drop. So
You can get that
the
attention.
people that had
Well, it
were watching
depends
it,
where
waiting
the-
for it to
yeah.
drop a little bit, like, oh shoot, it dropped. So now you're gonna get again that big influx of buyers.
And you know they're serious.
And
Then you're gonna get 2 or 3 offers again.
now, have you noticed whenever you drop it, you know, because I don't think if you drop 5,000, 10,000, that's not gonna make much of a difference. If you drop it, like you said, the 40, that's when you get like a essentially like a fresh property on the market. It's like brand new, right? It makes sense.
And I
It
think
makes
it's
sense.
just being real raw and upfront with your sellers. You know, when you're
Yeah.
working with people who are wanting to sell their home, and let them know, you know, or ask them those questions. You know, what do you think your home is like? Have you seen what other homes have sold for in your area? And it's really about educating
Yeah.
your sellers just as much as we educate our buyers. So I think that's important, and letting them know that, hey, yes, this could happen on the other side. Yes, this could happen, you know, on the other side. So I just said it a couple days ago. Whenever you're representing the seller, we got to think like buyers, right?
Yeah.
And when we're representing the buyers, we got to think like the sellers. At the end of the day, we're a team. Regardless of what side you're representing, you're a team, and you want to make sure both your, you know, clients are happy and you have a smooth transaction, and everyone pretty much try to get everybody what they want.
Yeah.
And I always say that you're a team with the other agent too.
Yeah.
There's agents out there. I'm like, why are you guys running so
Arguing?
aggressive
Yeah.
with me? Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
you're
sense.
not gonna
We
get what
have
you
the
want.
same goal. We're
Yeah.
trying to close the
Yeah,
deal.
like I had one agent get mad at me the other day. He's like, "Oh, they wanted 20,000 in credits." I said, "No, it's not gonna happen." You know, like
You
go
should've
ahead and
told him to
talk to your
talk
clients.
to me.
I said, "Go ahead and go back to your clients, talk to it again. It's not gonna happen." And then he says, "Oh, well, you got all mad at me." I said, "Dude, we want to close it. We both want to close it, but that's just too much.
Yeah.
Go back, negotiate, and then we'll find a bottom line. We'll find a common ground where my sellers are happy, your buyers are happy,
It's a winner.
and it's a win-win. Don't get aggressive with me." And I
Yeah.
was talking to him like this, I'm like, and he's like, "Okay, well, let me see what I can do."
And that's
like,
the
"No,
thing
Mom."
where it's like we're on the same team. I always say, if my sellers are happy, you know, at the end of the day, this is what you're gonna net. You know, whatever credits we've given or whatever we've done to the home, at the end of the day, this is what you're gonna net. Are you happy with that? And they're like, "Oh my God, yes!" Like, are you kidding me? This was nowhere near what I thought, or we didn't have this 30 days ago.
I just had a client that when I told her how much we sold our property for, and that's listing it below what it is, it will appraise, and everything. She was like, "Oh wow, like I was getting a lot less from other agents," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's just I don't know where they're trying to put that other money at, but."
You know what I always do when I'm meeting with a seller? I'm like, all right, when we're about to start talking about comps, so we look at the house and point everything out, and then we start looking at the comps. But before we look at the comps, I say, all right, guys, just go ahead and write down a value, what you think your house is worth. Don't tell me the value. Let's look at the comps. Let's start negotiating, comparing them. Then at the end, I'm gonna write down my number 2, and then at the end, we're gonna see if what our numbers look like.
That's
and a
cool,
lot of
actually.
times, they say, oh, you know what? Either my house is less or my house is more, but they're going in the right direction after looking at the comps.
Yeah.
Because
So you set an expectation.
I set
like
the
that.
expectation because I said, dude, a pool in Rancho you can add 30,000 versus value. But yeah, I always do that, and it's easier to navigate them to the price that needs to be to get it sold.
And never overpromise.
Yeah.
Never overpromise, because at the end of the day, you would hate to be in escrow already, and then the opposing side come out of left field with something and be like, well, you never told me, so you want to make sure that, again, you're guiding and you're giving out those expectations and you're educating them.
Going to that, like getting hit from the
Left
side.
field?
Yeah, left field. Like we're going over the QA, and we find out through there that one of the owners passed away in the home a few months ago, and we're reading it, and the client's like, "What? Like what?" And I was like, "Holy cow! That's it."
That's a curveball
I was
right
like,
there.
"Shoot."
No, you
And a
say,
lot of
mira, yo
people
conozco un
are-
padre que viene y te bendice la casa,
No me lo has
pero bien
mandado. Lo
suavecito.
estoy esperando. Ya 6 meses, no. Hasta cupo que me vendiste al caro ya. But
So what happened?
anyways, we talk and everything. Good thing he's not like very superstitious. People died in many homes.
Yes.
After 3 years, we don't have to disclose it. So in reality, you don't know how many people died in the home.
No, you don't.
And
That's
if
true. I didn't put that together.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
pass
so
away in
the homes are
That's
100 years
common, yeah.
old, 80 years old. So you gotta, But
with probate. How could you not put that?
for real.
I know, but it didn't click. Like people died
It's so
5, 6
casually
years.
to you.
Yeah, it
It's
happens
so
all the time.
natural to him.
Yeah.
But so thankfully, the next pages was where I got him $10,000 for repairs.
Yeah.
And we really don't need $10,000 for repairs because the home is older. You just need it's cosmetic stuff that need to be changed. But I was able to negotiate 10. I was trying to get him 15, but got him 10. Got another one 35.
35,000?
You're
Today.
lying.
Yeah, 35.
Wait, is that the one with the foundation? Foundation?
Yeah, the food that was.
Hey, the other agent probably thought she was like 3,500.
No. Hey, how he called me? Tell him how he was.
He was very aggressive. It
Oh,
was
the one
more-
yesterday.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
The day before.
He's
I
like,
don't know.
we don't got a deal. If that's gonna be, we don't got a deal. I'm like, you know what? I understand it's real estate and things happen, and sometimes deals don't come through. And I was just like, if it is what it is, And he had told me the time before. But anyway, so now he gave me that stuff. But going back, when I met him, he's like, I do a lot of listings, and if you want to keep working with me, you better close the deal. Because if you close the deal, I never forget, and I will never accept your offer. And I'm like, I'm trying to close, and I'm gonna close.
Isn't that sad?
Can you disclose his name?
Yeah.
I can't disclose his name
That's so sad.
Until
that
I
he
close the
works like that.
transaction.
Like sign language.
until I close the transaction.
He's gonna slip the.
But
Paper.
so they didn't want us to check the foundation. They had a little hole for a little kid to go in.
Oh.
So I told him we need it. He's like, "You're past your contingency." I'm like, "Dude, I've been asking you to open up the hole, and you're saying that it's good enough. It's right there." The inspector said we needed to. They finally did it, made it professional, which I appreciate it. Then the inspector went in. He's like, "You know what? Get a foundation inspection." And then when we were doing that, he's like, "You already know that contractors are gonna want to work, so they're gonna find anything in this and this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, I understand that. I get it. They do that, but we'll be able to negotiate the price with them as well." And sure enough, it's really bad. It's really bad. They remodeled the whole house and everything. They put new plumbing, so I know they knew that was bad because you go under the house to do
Yes.
the plumbing. And I was like, dude, whatever. But he was able to give us about 35 because it's 30 for the foundation and then the other little repairs. So I told him.
But the inside of the house is like a flip, no?
Yeah, it's all remodeled.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice work too. Really nice work. And new roof, new everything. But they're gonna do some repairs to the roof. I told them just do the repairs to the roof, which is more important, and the foundation, which will be about 35,000. And sure enough, we got it.
Dang.
That's actually crazy.
Nice. That's awesome.
And
So
One
think
more
on that
question.
note-
One more
One more
question to you
question.
guys.
Yeah.
One more question. What do you feel? What do you think? Or have you guys done where you have a listing and you have agents calling you like, "Hey, we're gonna submit an offer. I just want to know where you guys are at and all that." And you say you have a lot of offers and to submit your best and whatever, right? So we were gonna submit an offer on the house, and he told us that we gotta be like 40,000 over. So I talked to the client and everything. That was their number one home. They decided not to make an offer. Next week, which was this week, the client sent me the property. He's like, "Oh, I think it's back on the market." I'm like, "Back on the market?" So I went back to check, and it was never contingent or pending. And I'm like, "Wait, it never went. It's not back on the market. It just never went off the
So
market."
they lied?
So I called the agent. I'm like, "Hey, I see that you're back in the market." And he's like, "Oh yeah, they weren't performing. They're taking too long. Whatever." I'm like, "All right, dude. I'll play the game. Like my client really likes it. Where we need to be to have the house and get some credit. We'll just offer 1,000 over the listing, whatever, and I'll make it happen. I'm sure I'll make it happen." And I'm like, "Okay, you told me you had offers,
yeah.
and then 5 offers. Now you don't got an offer and whatever." So I called my client because he told me about it. He spoke with his wife after I told him, and they're just gonna wait for the end of the holidays.
Ooh.
So I was like, "Damn, the house they wanted. Now they could have it for the price they wanted, but now they're gonna wait."
But I think it
So
comes-
now he's gonna keep the house on the market because it's still on the market.
One thing I always say to my clients is, when we see homes, what's your number one, right? Is this,
Yeah.
do you love this one more than the previous? No, okay. Are you going to kick yourself in the ass for not having put in an offer on this home? If you don't get your number one or you don't get your number two, are you going to kick yourself in the ass for not having offered,
Whatever
X, Y, and
price,
Z?
yeah.
And they're like, I go, really think about it.
It doesn't
Really think
hurt.
about it. Are you going to regret not putting in that offer? So,
Yeah.
But I think Francisco's question was, are you the type of agent that says, "Hey, we have offers at
To
this
try to
price?"
get more.
And they
Sure.
don't
Oh,
have
no.
any offers.
No.
No, what I always say is, because I always ask,
Yeah.
"Hey, can you disclose what prices you guys?" I say, "Guys, if you guys are really interested in the house, run your comps, look at the price that it's at, submit your offer. Once I have an offer from you in writing, I'll let you know where we are."
because
Yeah.
at the end of the
But
day,
I have to
too,
I have to get the approval from my clients. But
Yeah.
that's why, because I'm not gonna lie, when I started, I said, "Oh, we do have an offer at this price," and then I would
Oh.
being trial and error. That was
Mm-hmm.
years ago. But
Yeah.
now I know, dude, just submit your offer. If you want to be in the game, submit your offer. No offer is a bad offer.
Yeah.
We'll present it, and I'll let you know. You know.
because truly, at the end of the day, just because you're the highest offer does not mean it's the best.
Yep.
You know, how do these clients look on paper? What's
Yeah.
their debt to income ratio? What are their credit
I-
scores? You know, so just because you're the highest offer doesn't mean, oh, we're gonna get it.
Exactly.
I had one
you
offer
close it?
come in, and everything was good. 10,000 over the other offer that I had. I accepted. 800 credit score, FICO, like 200,000 in the bank. You know, qualified. They're all making good money. But I did a little bit more digging. Dude, the freaking husband is deployed, and he won't be back till December.
Oh.
And they were planning on postponing it to that long. Like,
Oh.
we were just thinking, well, if worst case scenario, we can just extend escrow. I said, guys, you guys were not going to tell me this or disclose that? I said, no, I'm sorry.
'Cause in that
I'm not-
case,
I'm going to advise that.
It's up to
not-
the
Yeah.
seller whether he wants to or not. And
A lot of
knowing
things
this
could happen
seller,
in that.
Yeah.
you know,
A
they
lot of
just want to
things could
close
happen.
it. Yeah,
And there's
lot
going
of
to be a
things
price
can
change
happen.
for sure if you
Yeah.
wait.
Exactly.
So,
But
so I don't know. I think it's just always submit your highest and best because everyone's different. Everyone's approved for a different amount. They're looking at your house because it's in their budget, but I feel as though just because you're the highest, it doesn't mean you're the best. So,
and make sure to not lie about
Yeah.
anything.
exactly. Disclose everything to your agents. Everything. We are like your lawyers. You know, God, nowhere near
Exactly.
that, but close enough. Okay. So, cheers to another podcast. Hopefully.
Cheers.
Oh my God. Mira este Cristo. Ay, aviéntate.
Pensó que era Montecristo.
Till next time, everybody. Hug the ones you love. Bye bye.